Alright, the eagle was pretty much right here. There's a picture board of the eagle when it was.
When it was lifted off.
It was lifted off. They tried with a helicopter. They couldn't get it off the helicopter. So the crane took it off. But my great-grandfather, original great-great-grandfather, was killed taking one of these steeples off. He, when the fire burnt down the first City Hall in 1886-ish, the fire burnt down, so he was going to remove one of the urns at night. In the windiest day, he was in, I guess, craziest guy around, blocked off the two streets, Market Street and Central, and he started, I guess he fell down, whatever. Then his grandson went up and took that same urn down years later. That's this article right here. I'm still a little new on this whole eagle thing. I got brought up on it 2 days ago. So I started getting all my articles together. So I'm a little rusty. So this is pretty much a pictorial. And then it was rededicated. This is my grandfather that just passed away. This is his collection, which was his father that started all this stuff.
So your grandfather was one who finally did take it down?
My great-grandfather, his father, my grandfather's father, took it down with the wrecking company. He used to go up, there was, I guess, a small tin hole in the roof. He used to climb the top of the ladder and to inspect it. And one of these articles, he checked all the supports all the time.
How much does that weigh?
I don't know that.
Really heavy?
I would think so.
Let's find out.
The helicopter almost tipped over trying to remove it.
But I don't, them pieces weren't on it. The bottom piece was not on it. Yeah, and that's the picture right here. This is an old man, woman that had it in a storage facility.
Now, was it, exactly what year was it that the town hall, the big hall was demolished? I'm trying to think.
I believe this building
I was in high school.
This building was dedicated in 76, 77.
Yeah, I was out of college by then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what that's about?
But I just remember the fall that came over the city when all this was happening. I forgot what.
The helicopter was trying to figure it out.
Named after this eagle?
You want to give a little history on the eagle?
The eagle?
Yeah.
Oh, the eagle.
Center?
Yes, it was a 1918 Chinese restaurant, which was on a corner of 8 Bedford Street. It was first of its time, first centrally located high-class restaurant. It was an independently owned Chinese restaurant that people from the Fall River line would come from New York to Fall River, and from Fall River they would take the train to New Bedford or Cape Cod. So in the first fire, 1928, it burned down. So they bought the original space of the Wilbur Hotel, which all your prestigious businessmen and politicians would go, and they bought that place and made it their Chinese restaurant again. And the first floor would be for the fast food Chinese restaurant, and the second floor would be for upper class. Same situation in the Fall River line. But once the Fall River line ended, the eagle started to end. The Durfee Theaters got knocked down, the eagle died. And now we resurrected her.
We were there opening.
Yeah.
We were the crazy.
And now my museum's starting an event in about a year or two. My museum of the history of the downtown between the fires and that whole second level. That's what that level's going to be. So everybody can see what we were before and after the fire.
I remember Fall River, before the major revitalization and the road going through, and a totally different city. But we were one of the first cities that had Chinese restaurants, and that was something very common. Of course, our Chinese chow mein is nothing like anybody else's Chinese chow mein.
It's kind of an American.
Well, no, our chow mein, if you have it, is very different from chow mein anywhere else. Yeah.
It's the first of its kind in Fall River.
Yeah, and people come here just to buy the noodles.
And all the Chinese restaurants made their own noodles in their back room.
Yeah.
And there's one original place left that makes her original noodles.
Right, and people go there and buy the noodles.
All the Chinese restaurants around here do too. So if you go somewhere else and have it, it's not the same.
We missed the China Royal. Oh, China Royal. The original China Royal, the little China Royal on Main Street, and that was
and it was across the Eagle.
Yes, exactly. That was a great little Chinese restaurant.
The problem with the Eagles, you couldn't go up there from 1929 to the 40s if you were only upper class.
Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We learned something. We have a big day. We're going to go see the Quikasham River underneath the bridge.
It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You can listen to my little.
What else are you doing? Great.
We're working on it, we're getting a sprinkler system, we're going from, my nonprofit license.
Oh, that's great.
And upstairs, that whole second level, of where the stained glass. Yeah, no lie, yeah. No, I got another dressing room, I got brides room now, so you should use the nicer room.
That's great.
Yeah.